Hello everyone, welcome to Perotis College of the American Farm School. I'm Dr. Panos Kabouridis. I'm a professor at the Department of Food Science here in the college. And the subject that I will discuss is the impact of the traditional Greek diet on gut microbiome and gut health in general. This subject will be offered as part of the study abroad program of the Perotis College. As you can see now, I'm in the greenhouse of the college among the growing tomatoes and peppers, which are basic components of the traditional Greek diet. But the temperature here is quite high, so I think maybe we should continue into the microscopy lab. Let's continue from where we left off last time. So let me begin by asking a question. Have you thought what kind of food you are eating today or tomorrow? And do you think what kind of food we eat is an important question? Although this question seems simply enough and basic, nonetheless, people have asked this kind of question since ancient times. Ancient philosophers here in Greece believed that diet is directly linked to good health. Hippocrates, who is considered the father of medicine, said, "In food, excellent medicine can be found." This kind of conclusions back then, of course, were made just by the power of observation, since scientific tools were absent or very limited. Today, however, our enormous scientific progress has allowed us to start making progress and understanding in detail how diet can affect human health and well-being. And now, today, we know that one of the major mediators between, or connectors between good health and diet is what we call the gut microbiome. So, what is the gut microbiome? Inside us live an enormous amount, possibly trillions of microorganisms, mostly bacteria, but also fungi and viruses. Now, collectively, these microorganisms we call microbiome, and the majority of them are concentrated in our gut. So this is our gut microbiome. The gut microbiome is part of us. We cannot live without it because it lives in a symbiotic relationship with us and provides information that our body needs to stay healthy. When people hear about bacteria, they think that there is something bad, but this is not the case. Actually, most of the bacteria that we interact with help us rather than creating a disease. And this is the case of the gut microbiome. It provides molecules to our body, which we call metabolites, that help our body stay in good health. Another important thing that the gut microbiome does is it prevents other bacteria, other microorganisms that are pathogenic to take hold and create disease. So now the question becomes, well, what is a good microbiome? What is a good gut microbiome? Our gut microbiome is maintained and feeds upon the food that we eat. So therefore, what kind of food we eat, what kind of diet we follow is an important question. Because based on that, we can maintain a microbiome that has a good balance and that it can help our body. In regards to that, many things have been said about the traditional Greek diet and how beneficial it is to the gut microbiome. What you see here is a collection of types of food that are included in the traditional Greek diet. And you can see lots of greens, fruit, legumes, nuts, fish, and of course, olive oil. The consumption of red meat in the traditional Greek diet is moderate and only occasional. Unfortunately, in our modern diet, consumption of red meat is plentiful, almost daily, and this is to the detriment of other kinds of food. Let's focus on the traditional part. The first thing that one will notice in the traditional Greek diet is the variety of the kinds of food that are included. And this is a very important aspect of the traditional Greek diet. Eating a variety of foods is the single best thing that one can do to help maintain a balanced gut microbiome. Of course, variety is not the only thing. There are other ways that diet can help in keeping a balanced gut microbiome. And we will discuss these ways here at Perottis College. We will also look at the latest research on the subject, and we will apply scientific critical thinking in untangling reliable evidence, science-based evidence, as opposed to, let's say, less scientific ones. Of course, food variety is not the only one. There are other ways through which a proper diet maintains a good balance of our gut microbiome. We will also look at the latest scientific evidence on the subject, scientific research, and we will separate the reliable science-based evidence from, let's say, less scientific ones. So I hope to see as many of you here next year to have an exciting and interesting conversation on these subjects, and of course to try some tasty traditional Greek food.